That flight was a little bit eventful. There was a medical emergency on the plane for the first time that we've ever experienced that. There was a gentleman having some kind of seizure or condition, I don't know. We had to wait on the plane for a good 30 or 45 minutes with no air conditioning, so maybe that's what caused his issue, I don't know.
We're Ronnie and Jeremy, and we're digital nomads traveling around the world. We've spent the last 2 years living in Southeast Asia during a global pandemic. Now we're back on the move again on our quest to visit every country in the world. And we hope you'll come along with us for the ride.
From Siem Reap. We're in a tuk-tuk again. This is how you get to the airport here in Siem Reap. The hotel's called us a tuk-tuk taxi this morning, and now we're headed to Siem Reap's International Airport, where we are going to be making 2 stops today in 2 different countries. We're going to spend the afternoon in Bangkok today, and then we'll see you later this evening in Indonesia. Okay, we are at the airport here in Siem Reap, and we're going to check in for Thai Airways. Our first goal this morning is to combine 2 separate tickets, and we're lucky because both of the tickets are with Thai Airways. The first is operated by Thai Smile, the second operated by Thai Airways. So far this year, we are 1 out of 2 doing this. The first time we combined tickets, we were successful. On an Oman Air flight, they combined our ticket for a Malaysia Air flight. 2 separate airlines going 2 separate locations, and that worked out well. Our last time we failed to do this, Jetstar Airways would not combine 2 separate tickets with the same airline. So today, try number 3. We'll see if Thai Airways can do this for us. Okay, we were successful. Thai Airways can indeed combine 2 different tickets. We got our passes to Bangkok today, and they went ahead and gave us our tickets all the way to Jakarta. Checked our bags all the way to Jakarta, which is a big deal because now we don't have to go through immigration in Thailand. We can just go directly airside to the airport lounges and hang out for a few hours before our last flight today. We have stopped at the coffee club here in the Siem Reap airport. They do have 1 airport lounge here, but they don't take too many international memberships. So if you have a local bank, they have many partnerships, but that's usually not the case for foreign tourists. So if you want to pay for that lounge, it's $45 US per person for access to the bar and for access to drinks. We chose to skip that. We came over here to the coffee club and got coffee and a sandwich, very reasonably priced, $9 I guess, which is not too bad for an airport to get a sandwich and a drink. And we're going to be boarding here in about an hour for our first flight, which goes to Bangkok today. Time for reflections on our time here in Cambodia. We were in Cambodia for 2 weeks, and everything is relatively affordable here. It's a little bit more expensive than Thailand or Malaysia, of course, but most of Indochina seems to be a little bit more expensive because they use the US dollar, and the prices tend to be a little bit more expensive than other places in Southeast Asia. But it's affordable to a degree. Places that you want to stay, like hotels and apartments, are fairly affordable. but you will drop a little bit more money when you're going out to restaurants, especially with 2 people. You're probably going to spend a minimum $20 per meal. You can eat cheap street food if you want to do that, although Cambodian cuisine we found to be a little bit like rice and soups and not so spicy, so the flavors are a little bit mild compared to other places in Southeast Asia. Transportation is not a problem here in Cambodia. You have access to the Grab app anywhere you go, or at least in Phnom Penh and Siem Reap, and I imagine the other couple cities they have here that are major cities also have Grab. And you can not only do the Grab for the cars, but you also have tuk-tuks available as well on the app, which is a big plus. So you never really have to splurge or like choose the car or tuk-tuk that's waiting outside your restaurant or hotel. There's no reason to pay cash unless you just want to pay cash. But I recommend if you're going to be in Cambodia for a while, hang on to your US dollars because you might need cash at some point for a more important reason, and just use the cashless options that you have because most places take credit cards, and you can use the app for most transportation needs. And as a summary for our time in Phnom Penh versus Siem Reap, Phnom Penh is definitely an established city now. It's definitely growing, getting bigger, expanding, more things are happening there. It's not quite to the level, I think, of Kuala Lumpur or Bangkok or Jakarta yet, but it is growing. It does seem to be a central hub emerging for the country, and a lot of people, young people, seem to be moving there. Siem Reap is the exact opposite. It's just a small town that has Angkor Wat temple complex, and there are more foreign tourists that probably come to Siem Reap just to hang out because it's a small town and an easier vibe, and probably easier to live here. A little bit cheaper than Phnom Penh probably to live here. I compare it to the Vientiane in Laos versus Luang Prabang, but Phnom Penh is a bit better city to live in, I think, than Vientiane. So it's not a fair comparison, but it is a contrast from a city to small town, and just how the tourism scene is. It's quite different, but both are worth a visit. We'll probably come back to Siem Reap at some point. The Angkor Wat temple complex is quite diverse, and it's quite expansive and complex to visit. They do offer a 10-day pass for tourists, which is a pretty good deal because it's about double the price of a 1-day pass, so it's not a big difference. As a reminder, if you're a Western tourist coming to Cambodia, you can get the visa on arrival at the major airports. Both Siem Reap and Phnom Penh offer visa on arrival. That's $30 US, and no worries if you don't have cash with you because they have ATMs at the terminal when you arrive that do spit out US dollars. So that's not a problem at all when you're coming to Cambodia. The visa on arrival process is pretty straightforward.
Drinking prohibited on board. Please leave the table for luggage. Thank you.
Okay, we are in Bangkok. That flight was a little bit eventful. There was a medical emergency on the plane for the first time that we've ever experienced that. There was a gentleman having some kind of seizure or condition, I don't know. We had to wait on the plane for a good 30 or 45 minutes with no air conditioning, so maybe that's what caused his issue, I don't know. But it sorted itself out. Once they gave him attention, I guess the medical emergency stopped. And so we took off and got here in 30, 45 minutes. And now we're gonna find an airport lounge and get some food. Checked in to the Air France and KLM lounge here at Bangkok Airport. It is one of our favorite lounges and probably our favorite lounge at BKK Airport because you have lots of great food, you have showers and private restrooms here, plus you have a great view to outside of the tarmac, and just an overall very good private lounge that has little nice cubicles, and everything is very well situated in the lounge and gives all the guests here lots of privacy. And you have workspaces, dining areas, you have different computers that are in the business services area that you can use. So it's a very handy lounge for travelers that are passing through or staying for a long time. We're going to spend a few hours here actually waiting for our last flight today that connects here at BKK and goes to Jakarta's CGK airport. And this is a great time to remind you that if you want to see photos and stories from all of our travel days, including today, go on over to our Instagram at Kentuckians Abroad, follow us on there. You can even DM us if you want to ask questions about our videos or places that we've been in the airports or in the towns that we visit. We're happy to get back to you on Instagram. Our lounge time today at the Air France KLM lounge is over. We are finally going to walk over to the D concourse, try to get on our Thai Airways flight to Jakarta. We'll see if it's boarding on time. Our last flight was surprisingly on time. That was the first time in the past 7 months that all our flights with Thai Airways that they were on time. So hopefully they can do it again. Okay, we're still walking to the Thai Airways gate. We're always at the end of the concourse, and that's how it is today as well. With any luck, we'll get there right as boarding starts for our Thai Airways flight to Jakarta, and this will be a 3.5 hour flight to Jakarta. We should be there this evening about 6 or 6:30 local time, and then, with any more luck, should be a short 30-minute or 1 hour grab taxi ride over to our apartment building. We are on our Boeing 787 Dreamliner going from Bangkok to Jakarta. Ronnie and I are in economy in the very back of the plane in row 57. We have VIP. We have this entire row to ourselves. We have nice entertainment systems here on Thai Airways. Lots of leg room. Probably maybe one of our best economy flights this year in terms of the space. Big plane. The 787 Boeing is a very comfortable Dreamliner. You have lots of room, and yeah, we're looking forward to the flight. This should be a 3-hour flight from Bangkok to Jakarta, so we'll see you there. Back in Mask Land.
Yes! Back to the heaven for sambal.
Y'all gotta pretend to wear a mask again.
Yes.
We are headed toward immigration here at CGK Airport. If you are arriving in Jakarta and you're a foreign tourist, most foreigners outside of the ASEAN network to need a visa on arrival, which is 35 US dollars. However, I'm not doing that today because I have residency status in Indonesia. So my visa is a long-term visa. So I will not have to get visa on arrival, but it's a very simple process. If you are coming here as a tourist at either of the airports in Bali or in Jakarta, you just pay 35 US dollars and you get your sticker and your passport pretty quickly. But we're gonna try to get through immigration quickly, get our baggage, and then maybe get a taxi and get over to our apartment as soon as possible.
All right, we have reached the CGK airport here in Jakarta, Indonesia, and we are gonna take it easy for a moment, settle down here at the Starbucks, get some cash from the ATM, and figure out directions to our apartment for the night. If you want to be a channel member and support our travels on the regular, go on over to Kentuckians Abroad on our YouTube channel and check out our membership perks. We would love to have you on board supporting the channel from week to week. And if you enjoy this adventure travel day from Siem Reap in Cambodia over to Jakarta, Indonesia, go ahead and give us a thumbs up on the video. Hit that like button and share this vlog with all your friends on all the social media channels. And if you enjoy traveling around the globe and going wherever we go, please subscribe to our channel and check that notification bell so you know when our new videos are uploaded every week. But remember, you don't have to be a Kentuckian to travel with us. You just gotta have fun. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep on keeping on. Cheers.